Good morning, brother. I am out here walking the dog again, except for this time it is a gorgeous Austin day. It's about 60 degrees, sunshine, not a cloud in the sky. It's supposed to be about 70 today. It is going to be gorgeous. And I know you didn't come here to talk about the weather, but I do have something that I want to share with you, and it's related to the weather. Because you see, the other day it was wet and cold and windy here. And over the summer, it was 106. It was 106, literally. I'm not like exaggerating. It was 106 every day for like the entire summer. And then yesterday, we were bundled up in layers trying to stay warm. And now it's beautiful. It is just gorgeous out here. And it brings to mind the song Rose Garden. If you've ever heard this song before, it's been remade in a variety of different forms by different artists. But the one that stands out to me, is Lynn Anderson. She recorded this, and when I was a kid, I had a record player with a record that I think her song appeared on the B-side of that record. And the song lyrics go something like, I beg your pardon, I never promised you a rose garden. Along with the sunshine, there's got to be a little rain sometimes. And that's what I was thinking about the other day when it was so cold and I was wet and I was walking the dog and it was kind of miserable. And I was like, man, what is going on? It was 106 here and now it's freezing. And now on this day, when you have this beautiful weather, it just highlights how fluid life can be, how unpredictable life can be. And this is true of our relationships. It's true of the woman in our life. It's true of feelings and emotions. And when we have an expectation that life should be a rose garden all the time, right? That there should be sunshine, there should be good weather, good sailing, then that's when we experience the most suffering, when we have these expectations that everything should go our way. And we resist what is happening. We resist what is. And we experience suffering. We experience mental suffering. And this isn't new. This was written about in ancient times. It's talked about by the Buddha. It's talked about by Jesus. It's talked about by a variety of sources throughout time, that pain is an inevitable part of life, but suffering is optional. Suffering is something that we create in our mind. Pain is something that we can experience through our physical interaction with life, but suffering is something that we experience through our thoughts. It's through a resistance of and an expectation of, and that's what happens in our romantic relationship. It's what happens with our interaction with our wife. We have this expectation of how life is supposed to go, who we think we're going to be, who we think she's going to be, who we think we're going to be to each other. And then through a series of disappointments, we find that that's not true. But then we continue to push and try to make it true. And that's where we really start to feel like we're alone, like we're unwanted, like we're unloved, because we're continually trying to match up life to this story that we have in our head about how things are supposed to go. And I'm here to tell you that that's the way that I lived for a long time. And I can also tell you that it doesn't have to be that way, that the suffering is controllable, that it is actually not necessary, that you can eliminate it, that it actually serves a purpose in you to help you realize what you need to learn in order to live a life free of suffering, and one where you can be happy and enjoy what's right in front of you, so that you can be present, so that you can accept yourself and be comfortable in your own skin and be able to be calm and confident and grounded with your wife when she's emotionally worked up about something. Because see, she has her own expectations. She has her own story about how life is supposed to go. And there are going to be times when she's going to be upset and frustrated and resentful about things. And a lot of times it has nothing to do with you. But when you think it does, and you think things are supposed to go a certain way, then that's when things get sideways. So here's what needs to happen next. Here's what I want you to do next. I want to have a conversation with you about what is bothering you. I want to hear what your story is. I want to hear what your supposed to be is, what your expectations are, how you think life is supposed to go, who you think she's supposed to be to you. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that in a way that allows you to share with someone and be honest, allows you to relate to someone who gets it, who's been there, who understands. Let's walk and talk with each other for a while. And I guarantee you that by the end of the call, by the end of our conversation, you will feel better. I guarantee you that nothing outside of you will have changed. I guarantee you that you'll have a deeper perspective, a better understanding of what's going on. And I guarantee you that I'll point you in the direction that you need in order to continue the journey. So look in the description below, fill out the form, click on the link that's there, fill out the form, schedule a call, and let's talk. Once you fill out that form, once you go down into that description and click that link and fill out that form, you'll see my calendar, you'll see the days and times that are available for us to talk, and you can pick one that best works for you. We'll have a 1-hour call. I'll listen deeply to what it is that you're frustrated about, resentful about, expecting in your life, and then I'll ask questions. I'll share experiences and insights, and then you and I will figure out together a plan for you to move forward so that you can be free of the suffering, be free of the frustration, the anger, the resentment, the feelings of not being loved, not being desired, the feelings of not being happy in your life, of not being comfortable in your own skin. You and I will work that out together. So go ahead, look in the description, click the link, fill out that form, schedule a call, and let's talk. All right, brother, I'm going to go back to walking this dog and enjoying this beautiful, beautiful day. I'll talk to you soon.